Tom Cruise knows a thing or two about risky businesses, of course. So any caught crew members allegedly breaking distancing rules on the set of the latest Mission Impossible film, you can understand there was a fallout. It's a recording obtained by Britain's Sun newspaper where the actor can be heard swearing at two workers and threatening to have them fired, saying Hollywood is banking on the film's success given COVID-19. Media reports in Britain that Cruise has spent more than $670,000 of his own money to ensure safety during filming, with apologies to those of the faint-hearted. He says, I'll give you some of the sort of the tone, I've heard the tape, "We're creating thousands of jobs. That's it. No apologies. You can tell it to the people that are losing their homes because our industry is in shutdown." Dreadful impersonation, but you get the idea. He is very angry. Keeping film sets straight in track feels like the biggest Mission Impossible of them all right now. Let's speak to Jeffrey Greenstein, the president of Millennium Films. Dreadful impersonation, but Tom Cruise, when you hear about the way he went at it, he's very angry.
Yeah, you can sense his frustration. I recall the moment March 13th when the travel ban was announced. We had a film shooting 2 weeks later, and it was as if the whole world was crashing down around us.
Is he justified taking it out like that? When I listen to the rant, it is a long, I'm on the phone every night talking to producers, I'm talking to investors. Is that what it's like at the moment, keeping filming moving?
I think it's more a question of just being considerate, and we worked really hard throughout the shutdown to really instate protocols that would ensure the safety of all the cast and crews so we can continue filming and get back to shooting. But it's a major, major challenge.
If you accept that the biggest challenge is, you've got to get people close to each other, and you've got, all right, so the director can be more than 6 feet away, but at some point the director wants to talk to the actors. What is the biggest challenge? And at what point are you justified in having a Cruise-like rant?
Well, obviously, if you jeopardize the production, everyone is naturally frustrated. The biggest challenge is just the whole process, maintaining from A to Z. Obviously, we instilled a wristband protocol that dictated who was allowed to be in what proximity from set. But even the actors who are rigorously tested, still at point of wrap for the day, everyone still goes home. So I think that's the point of greatest sensitivity.
Right, because of course sports teams stay in a bubble. Is it not? Is there a point, if you're making a movie or you're making a film, a project, is there a point upon which you would say, guys, gals, we're all going to have to be in a bubble for the next month because this is the most crucial part and I can't afford financially or creatively for this film to stop filming now?
I have heard some studios instilling a bubble type mentality here. We're actually prepping a film to shoot with Millennium in January, and everything's completely shut down where we're shooting, and it's the dead of winter. So at night, after wrap, there's low risk of anyone kind of leaving. So in a sense, there is a bubble.
At the end of the day, I guess, if somebody contracts COVID on a set that you're working on, you've got no choice, you have to close it down.
Yeah, containment is a major thing. You have to be aware. We do temperature checks upon entering the studio and entering the sets. Everyone needs to be responsible themselves and track it. So we need to make sure that if anyone does contract COVID, they're not interacting with anyone else and that we can really contain it as quickly as possible.
Good to talk to you, sir. Thank you for giving us insight into how movies are being made. Thank you.